Good morning, everybody. Good morning, YouTube. You join me on this fine Thursday morning. What is good? I'm back. And he says it every single time. But once again, I'm hoping to make a bit more of a run and an effort with my content. The last sort of month and a bit post-prep, I've honestly just been navigating that phase of life and coming out of prep and the zeitgeist that is a natural bodybuilding prep, where you're just 100% focused on all things bodybuilding, food, nutrition, training, posing, all the things that go into actually making your season a success, then get ripped from underneath you, and you kind of have to navigate this space of, okay, well, what the hell is next? But I feel like we've well and truly done that. There's a lot to get into today, which we will do sort of over a little bit of a train and talk style video today. I've got a new job, I've got new goals, I've got lots of exciting things to talk about in my personal opinion. But the first thing we had to do, check out the drip, people. That's probably the most exciting thing this week, is the Physique Project merchandise actually landed. We've got a bunch of t-shirts today to get packed up and sent out to our happy customers. I hope happy customers. If anyone who did purchase a t-shirt is watching this video, thank you so much for your support and ongoing support. It is truly, truly appreciated. But we've got that, we've got legs. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, I do feel a little bit under the weather. There's something that's been going around locally, around me recently. A lot of people in the gym have been complaining about it. And yesterday, I just started to get that little tickle in the throat that spells bad things. So if anything, training legs today is probably not the best idea, but physically, I still feel like I can actually do it, right? And we'll see what happens the day after. If I'm absolutely in the bin, then I'll hold my hands up and admit defeat. Anyway, all that is to come. And as I say, lots of kind of little view into my mind and what's going on with me right now, because I'm so important. Right. You guys rejoin me in my improvised workstation for the morning. Finally, something that I learned in my time in the military has actually come to pay dividend in my life. How to fold t-shirts nicely, he says. Well, that one's not really that nice. But we've got, I think, 14, 15 orders to get folded up nicely, packed up nicely, and allocated. We've got to go to the post office later, get some people's addresses to send these out. They took a little bit longer to get here than I wanted, so they've been a little bit delayed, which is slightly frustrating, but it's still, you know, I'm always consciously thinking of, if I've paid someone for something, how long would I expect it to take? And this has taken a little bit longer than I would have liked. So we're going to make up for it with packing them nicely. There's a few goodies that are going to be sent out with the t-shirts. Not going to show you guys that, because likelihood is this video will be out before the t-shirts get to people. And if people watch the video, they'll be like, oh, well, now I know what I'm getting. So we won't spoil the surprise. Going to do a quick little time lapse, and you guys can watch along as I lovingly fold these t-shirts, organize them, and then get them packed up. Right, so took about half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that, but we have managed to get, let's turn you guys around. We've managed to get the bulk of the packing of our orders all done. All done. I realized I've left like the goodies that I want to throw in as like a little thank you for your guys' ongoing support in my car. So they're all unsealed right now, these packages. And what I'm going to do is munch some Cocoa Pops, not Cocoa Pops, Rice Krispies. They're up there. Look, I promise, I'm not lying. Rice Krispies up there. Munch those.
as my pre-workout, get kind of psychologically in the game, and go and train legs. And we're going to do a little bit of a talking through where I'm at with bodybuilding right now. Why am I still training? What's my goals in the gym? What am I working towards? All of that good stuff, which I do think is really, really valuable. And then we'll come back, put the goodies in these, put the stickers on, because we've got Physique Project stickers. Excuse me. Oh, I'm allergic to productivity. That's what that is. Because this is not like me to be really smashing it out this morning, to be fair. Yeah, we're going to train, do that, and then we'll go down to the post office and see what the damage is, see how much it's going to cost us to get these tees out. The whole purpose of these, by the way, like, it's not to make money. I can be very honest with that kind of stuff. Like, the money that was generated from the t-shirt sales has literally gone into the t-shirts themselves, actually, you know, buying the stock. All of the profit, I think it was about 100 quid, like from 14, 15 t-shirts sold, that generated a £35 a t-shirt. So that's over £400, right? That paid for the t-shirts. It paid for a few more t-shirts for me and this hoodie, just so that I could have something for me to kind of wear and represent the brand. And then the shipping costs. I think overall I'll have made like 30 quid. But that's not what it's about. It's about getting the brand out there, getting people to know what you're trying to work towards. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I really do see the Physique Project as more than a coaching brand. It's not just an embodiment of what I believe is the right way to go about, you know, the gym and fitness and that stuff. Like, I'll wear this to the coffee shop, and it's just something that represents self-improvement. That's what the whole brand is to do with. So yeah, appreciate the support once again, guys. I will probably catch you all on the way to the gym.
Right, you join me in the gym, just trying to set up and be relatively respectful of my surroundings. We're in Muscle Hut, Milton Keynes. This is where I now work and train most of the time. Try and get over to Corpus at least once a month still, just to try and get that, you know, that nostalgia. But we're starting off lower today. I'm currently only running one fully dedicated lower body day. And we start it off the way that any lower body day should start off, with bicep curls. Quite simply because that is an area that I am really focusing on bringing up in my physique, is my arms. So where we can, we throw in an extra set. Today it's going to be a bit like a train and talk, but just obviously want to be respectful of my surroundings and just not take the piss. So let's crack on. I have managed to build my seated dumbbell curl back up to a pretty dirty looking 22.5 kilos recently, which is a far cry from what it was in prep. I think at prep I was maxing out at like 12.5 kilos. So this is the first exercise of the day. We do 3 sets here. Can't quite remember the rep ranges, but that's usually quite a good thing. I think last week on this I got 16 total, so 8 each arm. So I'm looking for a 9 each arm, 18 in total. Let's see. Great start to the day. On to exercise number 2 of the session. So we did 3 sets back over there, progressed on every single one, which is fantastic. Kind of sets the tone for the workout, right? We progress on bicep curls, why would we not progress on everything else? Let's hope for more of the same, basically. One little side note, just side track, I suppose. As everyone will be aware, Spotify Wrapped came out yesterday. I am very interested in other people's Spotify Wrapped and my own. I know people post that thing like, you know, don't post your rap, no one cares. I do. I think it's really interesting. It's like a view into people's brains. And one thing that mine has taught me this year is I've been listening to the same songs. Like I have a playlist for the gym called Big Set Bangers, and it's basically just the same songs on repeat for the entire year, right? So this year, I'm making a conscious effort to use Spotify's powerful AI to teach me to listen to better music, or music that's more my taste. I am currently listening to literally a mix that has just been put together for me based off what I like. I'm going to try doing that and see if there's any things that I discover that are better than what I'm already listening to. Anyway, let's get on to the more informative stuff that we're here for, that I'm sure you guys turn up for, not my Spotify Wrapped. Here, we're on the donkey raise. We have got 3 sets here, 1 between 6 and 9 and 2 between 10 and 12. I know that a few weeks ago I got like 150 on this, so I'm going to do a few warm-ups and then we'll catch up with you guys probably on the top set. That's going to be the format today. It's like me talking about what I'm doing, a warm-up set, and then an actual set that's interesting. As interesting as calf raises get. Okay, so warm-ups move well. Little tip for everyone out there who isn't warming up properly. Use your warm-ups as a direct indication as to what you should actually be aspiring to lift in a working set, right? So don't just think like, oh yeah, like I could have done. I did 150 last time. I could have just had that in my mind of, well, I'll go for 150 again and I'll try and replicate or like match or whatever. Like, take a progressive mindset. Use that 150 as a measuring stick. So use it as your last warm-up. That's what I've just done. Did it for 2 reps. It felt good. I feel confident that I'll get a 6 here. He hopes. And then push yourself, right? That's the only way to be progressive and track your lifts. Like, the only reason I know that I did 150 last time is because I have it written down in my phone, on my app that I program all my clients with, that I did 150. So we're gonna see how this moves. Yeah. Wish me luck. Okie dokie. So we're all done with our calf raises. 3 really solid sets there. I've been enjoying that. Like, switched out from, I guess, a more traditional standing calf raise to the donkey raise about 6-7 weeks ago now. And yeah, steady progression. We'll see if I ever have any calves. But yeah, one thing that has been progressing nicely is this bad boy, adductors. As with anything and anyone, right? If you're going into an improvement phase, a growth phase, a bulk, whatever you want to define it as, right? Stack your weaker body parts at the start of your session. It's just such a simple fix to ensure that you get the highest level of quality work directed to those body parts, and that you just don't skip them. Because like, chances are, if I throw calves at the end of my session, when I've done a hack squat, when I've done a heavy leg press, when I've done my hip thrust, like all these big movements that are going to be like super physically demanding, am I going to want to jump on here and do an adductor, or am I going to want to jump on the donkey raise and do calves, or am I even going to want to do some biceps? The answer is probably no. Whereas if I just put them at the start of my session, I prioritize them, I give them the attention that they deserve, if not a little bit more, and it makes that point of emphasis on the fact that this is a weakness. It's something I have to bring up. And I've noticed, right, since prep finished and I put adductors in at the start, oh my God, like they've blown up. We've got some thunder thighs coming in. Anyway, just a tip. Gonna do a few warm-ups. We're getting pretty strong on this. I think we nearly stacked it last time, so we'll see what we can do today. We are officially breaking into unknown adductor territory today. I just checked my log. Last week was 23 on the, whatever that means, it's Watson. I don't know what that weighs. But 23 is one off the bottom of the stack. I hit that for 9.5, and the intended rep range is 6 to 9. So today we are stacking the adductor in muscle heart. And I think that's the first machine here since prep ended and this push up, whatever you want to say, started. I reckon there's a saucy 6 here, and we'll see. Okay. Oi. Oh, that's phenomenal. Okay, expectations exceeded. I count 8. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. So up, whatever a thing is in this, it's got to be like 5-10 kilos. And dropped 1.5 reps. Yeah, we're gonna have to throw in some manipulation on this. We're gonna have to either gym pin it very soon or just slow everything down, add pauses. There's always ways that you can make exercises provide you with more stimulus, even when you max out the machines. Right, so warm-up's complete. Everything feels really good. Feel a lot of power in the old hammies, which is great. For me to progress this today, I am going to have to get a little bit nasty with it. So this is my confession to the form police out there. I'm sorry, okay? I usually try and keep a pretty good focus on my form and things and time and attention, all that good stuff. But today we are just going to have to get a little bit straight up nasty with it, which is fine sometimes. Sometimes the situation demands it. And whatever happened to just having a bit of fun, guys, you know? Like coming to the gym, lifting and shifting, okay? We got 6.5 last time on this. So if I can see 7, I will be eternally blessed. Let's try and make it happen. Wanna talk with my best friend. Okay. Oh. Ah. There it is. Okay, so progression's made on laying hamstring curl, which is fantastic. I was a little bit worried about that. Now we move on to probably the most demanding exercise of the entire session, the hack. As you can see, knee sleeves are being deployed. I did sort of make a little promise to myself that during this push-up, I saw AJ Morris post about this and kind of copied it, that he wasn't going to be using knee sleeves or elbow wraps and things like that for his lifts to try and really like measure true strength. I gave up on that pretty quickly. I think the main reason for that being that I'm 30 and my knees are very aware that they're 30. So I tried it a few weeks ago, like warmed up to a relatively, I think I warmed up to like 3 plates with no sleeves, and I just didn't feel confident enough going into that actual working set without the added layer of protection. So we're redeploying them. I'd love to see 3 3/4 plates today, which is the equivalent of 150 on the hack. Would love to see that. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm going to have to get some emotional, systemic drive to really get there. Possibly a spot as well, because I don't know who's about. And I'd much rather have someone just sort of being there when it gets to this kind of weight where I'm starting to get into unknown waters and unknown territory with my own strength levels. I think it's just sensible, right, to have someone there helping you out. But we're going to warm up and see what the old knees feel like today. And this point here, so like to continue from my point over on the calf raise earlier about warm-ups, movements like this is where you're going to really see the payoff of taking your warm-ups like seriously, moving the weight with intent, not just like, forgive my language, but fucking around. Anyway, yeah, first warm-up is to kind of dictate, okay, am I all good? Is the machine all good? Second warm-up is, once again, like get some blood flow into that muscle, really target that area, see how the quads are feeling. Are we feeling powerful today? And I'll usually take like maybe 3, 4, even 5 warm-ups on something like this most of the time. Every like subsequential, I think that's a word, warm-up past the first few tests is like just to test my strength levels, building up to what I'm going to be taking today. And then we're all in from that point. So let's see. All right, knees don't feel like dust just yet. I'm gonna do the rest of my warm-ups and catch up with you guys on the top set most likely. All right, that last warm-up went absolutely fine. Everything feels good. This is just me verbally confirming what I need to do, by the way. This isn't for your guys' benefit, it's for me. This is like close to lifetime numbers here. I think I need a fart. Yeah, sorry about that everyone, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I can't be having that bubbling up midway through a set. I will shit my pants. Oh, there's more. Damn. Oh, it smells as well. My bad, everyone. Oh, it's a big weight. It's a lot of weight. It's something we haven't touched for a very long time, and I've got no spot because there's no one. The gym is actually really quiet right now, which is beneficial for this video, but for finding people to help me with this, not so good. But it has its own advantages, right? And recently I have been trying to train every single lift really without a spot to test my true strength, as opposed to having that security there that someone's going to bail me out. The only reps that get completed here get 100% completed by me. I would be honestly like really happy with anything north of 4. So we're gonna get there and then see what's on the other side of 4. Wish me fucking luck. I'm gonna put a sad song on and we're gonna get into this. Okay. Play. Oh. Come on then. Let's fucking go. Oh yes, there's another. Dig. Whoa! Oh! Well, that was magic. By the way, quick tangent. For anyone who doesn't understand, or for anyone who might watch this clip, or my full YouTube, whatever, if you see that set, and you don't quite understand like why it makes me so happy, why it drives me, or why I would want to put myself in those positions to like push to the limit, I just urge you, especially if you're like local to me, come and train with me and like just get a taste of it, because for me it's like I've tried most things within fitness, right? Within the industry, I've tried calisthenics, I've tried running, I've tried HIIT. I haven't tried high rocks and I won't. But like throughout my 10, 15 years of training, I've tried pretty much everything, and I've fallen in love with bodybuilding and with progressive training, weight training specifically, right? There is a magic in this that you cannot find anywhere else, in my opinion. And everyone's entitled to their opinion. I know for some people that thing is running, but if you see this and you think there's even the slightest chance that the magic that I get from this might be the magic that you need, like, you owe it to yourself to come and pursue that. And honestly, like, if you're local to me, come and train with me. I won't charge you. You have to pay for a day pass in the gym, but just come and train and like get a taste of it, because I can honestly say it's changed my life for the better, and it's bled out into every other area of my life. Pushing myself to this limit, doing undeniably hard things every day, and progressing those things, making them harder, not easier, harder, and just getting stronger and stronger and better. That's like changed the direction of my entire life. So yeah, it's fucking worth just giving it a go. Anyway, amazing set. Super duper happy with that. That was 150 for 6.5, okay? Pretty good work. We're gonna come down, I think we're gonna come down to 120, which is 3 plates a side for our back off. And we're looking for anywhere kind of between, like, north of 8 would be good. So once again, we'll see what's on the other side of 8. That's the best way to approach this. Like, set yourself a target and then kind of start counting from there, you know? Reach the intended goal and then compose yourself for basically the real work. Like, getting to 8 is the minimum expectation that I have of myself right now. So I'm gonna take a little rest and then crack on with that set. Oh, yep. Hey! Get fucked. Right. Little bit of a message for all of you out there who are potentially scared to start filming content. One, yes, it is scary, like talking to yourself in a busy or not busy gym. Just talking to yourself in general can be quite scary. But if not for all the thousands of other reasons to do it, one of the big ones that sticks out to me is like posting content is like entering the lottery every day. You don't know when your number's going to come up. This video could do tremendously well, get 200,000 views on YouTube and escalate me to a level that I couldn't have achieved without that, right? The exposure you can get through social media is like an avalanche, you know? But more so, and what's more important to me is like the micro conversations and transactions you have with people based off of you just doing something that to them is either cool or alien or scary or whatever. Like, perfect example, just spoken to one of the members here, I won't name him for privacy reasons, but he does his own content stuff, runs his own businesses, sees me in here with a camera and just gets talking, you know, asking me, have I got any tips for him? Has he got any tips for me? And it's interesting, like, being willing to put yourself out there a little bit and film in public and talk in public and post content, it attracts other people who have the same sort of mindset as you, that progressive mindset of wanting to do more, acquire more, be something to other people and like create a bit of a movement or whatever. So yeah, just one of the other many reasons to crack on and just do what you want to do, right? Anyway, we both decided that content's really hard to make and you just got to keep making as much of it as possible and post as much as possible. Yeah, anyway, 2 sublime sets on the hack, and we're now onto the 45-degree leg press. Swatson, horribly unforgiving. I replaced it with the Cybex squat press last week because my ego got the better of me. But this week we are going to come back to this. We've got 2 sets, one at a higher volume and then followed by one at a lower volume. We're getting towards the end of the workout here. We've literally got this 1 set of hip thrusts and then a drop set on leg extensions. So the end is in sight. And then after that, it'll be time for me to jump on a treadmill for like an hour and edit this together.
Use your time proactively, people. Get your steps in and edit your content. But once again, just feeling for how this machine is gonna respond to us today. Last time I posted me on here, people were talking about my ankle mobility on YouTube. And I love tips and things. I love like getting advice from other lifters. But for me, like this, just my heels coming off ever so slightly, doesn't cause me any pain. It doesn't cause me any problems. And if anything, puts the emphasis onto my quads more than if I was to be like higher up and just do this. Now I'm using more hamstring. So I like to take a lower foot placement. I allow my heels just to come off slightly, maintain tension on the quads, and execute. We're gonna build up to that one sort of heavier, high volume set and catch up with you guys when the time is here. Right, we've got to speed things up just a little bit because the camera is starting to run out of battery. I actually do have the charger, so I could always attach that. Okay, so maybe we don't need to speed things up, but I think we should speed things up just in general because that combo took up a little bit of time. We got 200 kilos on here. We need to get, like, I would like north of 8 once again. My actual rep range is 11 to 14, but I've been a bit ambitious here with the load, so I'm just hoping for a good quality 8, to be honest, and see where we go from there. But it's fucking heavy. And I've not even got music on. What am I doing? Let's get it. Okay. Yep. Let's see it then. Okay. Has 9, I think. Oh, man. Today has been a great day so far for me, surprising myself. First this morning with my productivity with packing the Physique Project tees, which I haven't finished yet. I am prone to that, starting a job and not finishing it, but I will do this afternoon. But then also just being productive in here. Really, really good quality session so far, and we're right at the back end. There's a few like tricky bits left. It's all tricky. 10 on that last set with 200, which is like really, really solid work. Really happy with that actually. So we've gone for 250. I will honestly be happy if I get 4 here. I know that's a bit of a low rep range for those high rep enthusiasts that might see this, but it's just me kind of like testing the waters a bit. I'm happy with the work that's been done on this already, to be honest with you. Like 10 reps at 200 is like really, really good for me. I can feel it, my legs feel nice and pumped. We'll get a little shot at the end. Hopefully no lines in sight, just all blood. Looking like a pair of flumps on the bottom of my legs. But if I can get 4 here, I will be pretty happy. Oh. Okay.
Okay. Let's go. Okay. Okay. The most exerting 3-repper probably of all time. That sucked. Oh well. I knew it was an ambitious jump. I think realistically I should have put 15s on. This is where the old me would have been really upset and angry with myself for hitting a 3-repper, dropped the weight back down and just massacred myself for the sake of like here and not here. Whereas today, that actually just tells me, okay, you bit off more than you could chew. It moved for 3, which is better than 0. Cash it, right? Now you know. And next week, when I see in the log 250 for 3, I'm not gonna be a fucking idiot and try and load that again. I'm gonna load 230. So it's all about the perspective you take. Today, we're definitely taking the sensible path. Okay, so speaking on the topic of addressing weaknesses once again, glutes, gluteus maximus. In my prep, just gone, that people who follow me on here will know of. If you're new here, I prepped this year for the first time, did pretty well, but could have done better. And one of the things that I definitely could have had more of going into my bodybuilding prep was glutes. When you really get to the back end of a prep, you find yourself chasing detail, right? And for most people, the last area to really get those details in is going to be your glutes and your hamstrings. It's where most guys store the majority of their fat, or like that really, let's call it stubborn fat. You know, it's the last thing to really relinquish. I lost a lot of muscle in the process of chasing that condition, and we got that condition, but it was definitely at the detriment of my overall fullness. Now, if I'd have started my prep with a fatty, yeah, I wouldn't have had to do that, because my condition would have come in a lot sooner, because I would have had more muscle in my bar. With that in mind, I have been running 3 sets a week of Smith barbell hip thrusts. On this day, thankfully, it is just one higher volume set, so between 11 and 14 reps. The way that I'm treating them at the minute is the 2 sets that I do on my posterior day, I'm focusing on strength progression. So I think this week I hip thrusted like 260 on here for 8 or something. So I've got the strength there, and that's what I focus on that day. I kind of let loose a bit, get a little bit nasty with it, and I just go for a heavy load. But on this day, where I've already done a heavy hack squat, I've done a heavy leg press for 4 sets, remember, I'm already kind of cooked. So I take a more stimulus-focused approach. On here today, last week I did 180, which is 4 plates, 4 plates and a 10 either side. We might push to 200 today, we'll see, but I try and slow it down, I try and add a pause in there. So it's just about chasing different things on different days to get the most out of those 3 sets across the week. We're gonna warm up here, see how it feels, and then go for it. With the way that warm-ups are feeling, I've just decided to match last week's weight. I don't think there's any need for me to go for a 200. I think it starts to get a bit messy. So we're gonna go 180 again. keep it nice and controlled. Apparently this was sleeveless as well last time. It's not today. We are going to try and get north of 12. It's a big set, this. Luckily there's only one of them, so I can kind of cook the shit out of myself with the knowledge that I've only got leg extensions left, which are hard. I got on leg extensions, it's a high rep set into a double drop set, so it's pretty fucking diabolical, but it's the last exercise, right? You know, we've made it this far. No way we're not gonna make it to the finish line now. But we might as well keep that level of intensity. We need a decent song, and then we're gonna send this. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Come on, shuffle. Yeah. For reference, Paramore, the only exception. Okay. Perfect song for some glute work. Channel my inner teenage girl that's just been broken up with. My daddy fry. Okay. Okay. Oh. That sucked. Oh man. The buns. Oh. I think that was 13, but I couldn't actually tell you. We'll watch the replay and holy shit, that sucked. Okay, believe it or not, people, you are right underneath some speakers, so audio might be a bit cooked here. But we've made it to the last movement of the day, which is a nice feeling. It's not a nice movement, as anybody who has taken leg extensions to true muscular failure will know. And that's what we're about to do, 3 times over to be exact. The good thing about this is, like, yeah, it sucks, but it's over relatively quickly. Like, I am literally minutes away from completing my entire workout right now. So, gonna do a couple of warm-ups as per usual. Last time I maxed out at 81 on here, which isn't really that impressive, but because my leg extensions are at the back end of everything nowadays, I'm just struggling with lifting heavy, but that's not really the purpose of this. The purpose is to just batter them at the end. That's not nice. Okay. We're getting a lot of new machines in February, 30 to be exact. I have seen the list, I didn't have a proper look at it, but I'm really hoping that some new leg extensions will be coming. I know we're getting a lot of prime kit. Praying for a prime leg extension, because we got this thing here which is primal strength. It's not good. And then we've just got Watson leg extensions, and they're just a bit shit. That's gonna be it. Right, last week these were a pretty measly 81.5 kilos for 8.5 reps. So I'd like to get over that, and then as per usual with this workout, just see where we end up. Yeah, let's just fucking go. Let's finish strong. Go! Oh! Okay. Managed 10. Minimal rest and straight back in. Holy shit. Oh. 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 And that is legs done. Absolutely cooked, but done. We're gonna go and hopefully take a picture somewhere of a half decent leg pump, I hope. My usual spot is being occupied at the moment. It's just a nice little glamorous lighting spot. We might hit up the posing room to see how the legs look in there. And we're gonna get a milkshake as well, because, you know, thick season, baby. Oh my God. Oh yeah, not a line in sight. A lot of blood in the legs. Let's try and, oh God. That's about the best I'm gonna be able to display today. Really good session. Really good session. I'm just gonna bring you guys up to face level to kind of close this one out, maybe get away from the crazy harsh lighting, me in the background. Thank you for coming along. I'm literally now going to get my steps in, edit this video, do some content bits, drink my milkshake, and then the rest of the day is basically just chores, you know, shopping, food shopping, get these teas sent out to people and any other bits that I need to do around the flat. But I hope you enjoyed. This has been a very, probably quite long video. Hopefully there's some information in here that will be useful to you guys in your own journeys and help you to make the progress that you deserve to be making, okay? So, as always, we do still have crazy ambitious goals, right? Maybe we're not gonna make it to the 250 subscribers that we wanted to make it to by the end of this year, but we will get there. And that's kind of the whole game, right? Same with bodybuilding. If you just stay in the game of making progress, stay in the game of making content, posting, doing, you will get to where you want to be to. You will get to where you want to be eventually, okay? So I'm gonna love you and leave you. Like if you haven't liked the video already, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.